Home prices on the rise, the biggest increase in 6 years. Finally, some good news to talk about. Real estate is a big part of the Bay Area economy, that's for sure. So we want to introduce you now to Peter Murphy, CEO of Home Encounter, and he's going to be here each Thursday over the next few weeks to talk about real estate trends here in our area. Thank you so much, Peter, for coming in.
My pleasure.
These new numbers, according to CoreLogic, the Bay Area prices up about 5.8% in the last 12 months. Big jump. Statewide, the increase is 6.9. What is driving this increase?
Well, over the last 12, really 18 months, we've seen huge investor demand move into our marketplace and consume just a ton of product. And that investor demand has driven prices right up because you have ordinary home buyers bidding up prices along with investors and paying more than they were paying a year or more ago. So certainly competition is causing prices to increase rapidly. But the other side of that equation is there are just fewer foreclosures than there used to be. And so when you remove a substantial chunk of that low-priced inventory from the market, you're just naturally going to see median prices come up. That's what we've seen over the last really 18 months, and it looks like it will go on for a few more months to come.
I know people are happy about that. When are we going to see prices settle? Will they settle, you think, after 18 months?
They'll be forced to settle by a couple of factors. Investors, for example, who are buying a lot in Tampa Bay right now, are really buying based upon yield or return on their investment. And so there will come a price point at which they will no longer get the yields that they need to get in order to commoditize and really provide the kind of returns they need to provide for their investors. At the same time, we have a problem in the Bay Area housing market, and that is incomes are not rising. So there will come a point also in which the home prices can't really go above a certain point because the incomes have not risen to match that home price increase. I expect that home price increase to go up to about a median price of about 175 or 180, and at that point it will level off.
All right, now people are now beginning to think about getting their homes ready to sell. There are a lot of things you can do to make your home sell. A few things matter, though. What are some of the things people may want to start spending money on right now?
Well, when it comes to selling your home, the thing that you've got to remember is your competition. And your competition right now is investor product or product that's been distressed for a while. So sink your money, if you've got a lot of money to spend, into the things that really differentiate you from that competition. And at the very first glance, that's kitchens and bathrooms. Those are the things that it's well documented really increase the value of a home. And not only the value, but also that wow factor when you walk into a property. You know it's well maintained. You know that good money has gone into keeping it up to date, and you know that as a buyer you're not going to have to replace that once you purchase. But it really affects the value of your home long term. It's a great place to start.
Well, it is, like you said, a competition. Okay, next is the classic curb appeal. Driving by, you want people to stop and say, hey, I want to look at this house.
Absolutely. A huge motivating factor for someone to actually stop and walk into your front door. Is the grass dead in the front yard? If it is, that's a problem. It's going to make you look just like a distressed home down the street from you. So plant new grass. Maybe seed it lightly with some rye seed if you don't have Augustine sod. Or mulch your flower beds. Put in a new flower bouquet from your front door. Clean the cobwebs away from your door so that when people walk up to your house, they think they're going into a well-maintained home and not a short sale or a foreclosure that's been sitting on the market empty for 2 years.
Well, see, that's good advice, and it's fun to do, too. Makes you feel good about things. Sure. And number 3, we can all afford this one, is a scented plug-in. It really works.
Absolutely, and it's so affordable, right? For about $5, you can make all the difference when someone walks into your home. And instead of smelling the smell of pets or, in some cases, the smell of a home that's been stale and unoccupied for a while, they can smell warm cookies or whatever your variety might be. It's a great idea to really show that someone's been living there and loving there and making it a good home for themselves.
Apple cinnamon. That's the key?
Absolutely. Who doesn't love apple cinnamon? It reminds me of Christmas.
Absolutely. Okay, a few things you might not want to spend your money on. It'll be a waste if you're getting ready to sell your home. Let's go through those.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that we like to warn our clients against, and they're the things that don't really impact value all that much. And so if you're going to spend a lot of money, don't spend it on paint unless your paint colors are really horrendous. You got pinks or purples on your walls, bright pinks and purples, then you might want to paint in a more neutral color over those items. But paint is such a personal decision that if you spend a lot of money on that, you might just be throwing your money down the drain. The same thing goes for carpets, really. Unless your carpets are significantly pet worn or dirty, you spending money on carpets is investing in something that's, again, a very personal decision for a future buyer. And so many buyers right now are moving to hard floor surfaces like tile or wood that you might just be wasting money on something they're going to tear up anyway. last of all, watch out for appliances. That's one of those things that if you're going to put brand new appliances in a kitchen and you have not updated the cabinets, you're going to have a real clash for that person who sees that kitchen. It might not be worth spending money on brand new appliances if you haven't updated your kitchen yet.
Makes good sense. All right, Peter Murphy, CEO of Home Encounter in Tampa. You gave us some good advice. I appreciate you coming in. We'll see you next Thursday.
Thank you.